It seems that some people face any crisis with incredible calmness. But what distinguishes those who maintain resilience from those who succumb to chaos? It's not about the absence of difficulties, but rather about their perception. While most are consumed by fear and disappointment, individuals with this skill see challenges as an inevitable part of life. For them, every obstacle is a hidden opportunity. It's not about avoiding problems, but about changing our reaction to them. Imagine your life as a boat in open water. You cannot control the wind, but you can adjust the sails. This is what sets apart those who feel helpless from those who stand firm. The good news is that mental resilience is not an innate talent, but a skill that can be developed. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy tested by time, teaches how to cultivate this mindset. The first step begins with changing how we perceive everyday challenges. Why do some people become stronger after failures while others break down? The secret lies in how they cope with difficulties. When something goes wrong, most complain or feel like victims of circumstances. But successful people act differently. They observe, learn, and adapt. For some, failure is the end, while for others, it's the beginning of a new path. The stories of great leaders and innovators show that their most significant achievements came after serious defeats. Thomas Edison, who faced numerous failures before inventing the light bulb, said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." This mindset is key. The pain of failure is real, but it does not define you. If you learn to see challenges as opportunities rather than barriers, your perspective on the world will change. Now let's delve into the philosophy that has strengthened minds for centuries and explore how to turn problems into power. Most people get stuck in regrets about the past or anxieties about the future, forgetting that the only moment in which we can act is the present. Stoics argued that suffering arises not from events themselves, but from our attitude toward them. We often think about the past or fear the future so much that we forget to live fully. Imagine a person walking through a beautiful garden, but not noticing the flowers because their mind is occupied with the end goal of the path. Sound familiar? Stoicism teaches us to focus on the present. Simple habits like slowing down, mindfulness, and awareness can lead to significant changes. What if there were a secret to achieving inner freedom? Many believe that emotional strength means ignoring feelings, but this is a misconception. True resilience is not indifference, but understanding your emotions. Stoics did not preach coldness, they taught control. Instead of being led by emotions, they consciously chose their responses. Imagine a storm. If you fight against the wind, you lose strength. But if you direct its energy in the right way, you can move forward. An unshakable mind is not the absence of emotions, but the ability to manage them. This doesn't mean you will never feel fear or anger again, but these feelings will no longer control your life. What steals your peace? If you look closely, much of our suffering is tied to attempts to control what is beyond our power. Many worry about others' opinions, the economy, the weather, or unexpected events. But Stoics taught that our true strength lies in controlling our thoughts, perspectives, and decisions. Imagine you are holding a rope, pulling it in a tug of war against the other side. The harder you pull, the more tension there is. But if you let go, the struggle ends. When we stop wasting energy on what we cannot change and focus on what is within our control, we gain freedom. Many resist reality, trying to control the unpredictable. But what if instead we learn to adapt? Stoicism teaches that acceptance does not mean passivity. It means directing energy toward what can truly be changed. Picture a sailor in open water. He cannot stop the storm, but he can adjust the sails. If he spends his energy complaining, he will sink. But if he adapts, he can use the wind to his advantage. That's how life works. Suffering arises not so much from the difficulties themselves, but from our unwillingness to accept them. Stoicism is not submission, but emotional intelligence. When we stop fighting the inevitable, our lives become easier. But the question arises, What should we focus on to truly grow? Often, our day is governed by external factors: fear of judgment, desire for approval, distractions. But do we really control our lives? Stoics believe that most people are prisoners of their fears and the surrounding noise. We react to events like leaves in the wind, but we have the power to manage our attention. How many times have you given up your desires for fear of others' opinions? How many decisions have been made for the sake of someone else's approval? Living this way makes it impossible to be truly free. To regain control, we must consciously prioritize. The next step is controlling the mind. Between stimulus and response, there is always a moment of choice. Most people react automatically to everything. But Stoics taught that we can train ourselves not to succumb to emotions. Imagine your mind as a garden. If you don't tend to it, weeds will grow on their own. The same goes for thoughts. If they are not controlled, negativity will take over. A conscious choice of your reaction can change your life. Life is never without challenges. The difference between those who fall and those who move forward lies in the ability to get back up. Stoics believe that difficulties do not weaken us, they shape us. History shows that remarkable individuals, such as Nelson Mandela and Viktor Frankl, went through incredible trials, but emerged wiser. They understood that it is not the event itself that matters, but the meaning we assign to it. When we begin to see every problem as an opportunity for growth, everything changes. Life will present challenges, but it is up to you whether they become obstacles or opportunities. Now the main question: are you ready to apply these principles? The difference between knowledge and action lies in daily practice. You can continue to react to difficulties as you always have, or you can consciously take control. The choice is yours.